Hey guys, Mike Cheng here in Surrey, Canada, and today we're going to Costco. For all the times I've been to Canada, never been to their Costco before. Just from how busy it is in the parking lot, by the way, it took like 30 minutes to find a parking spot. This place is gonna be crowded, and it definitely is. So hitting right to the food section, look at this, Mosquite chicken wings, stuffed chicken breasts, whoa, whole lobster. There's sushi, poke bowls, beef bulgogi. Haven't seen this before. Whoa, Costco lasagna. Let's give this a try. That is a ginormous turkey focaccia sandwich. I'm not a big fan of turkey, but it actually looks like a good sandwich. Tons of Costco made dishes I've never seen before. Look at this. Salsa verde enchilada. Whoa, ginormous shepherd's pie. Oh, beef birria burrito bowls. That's interesting. Pork schnitzel dinner. Whoa. You know what? I love shepherd's pie so much. I gotta get one of these. Okay, this one's the lightest. Let's get a small one. This is the smallest one here. Look at the size difference. Look how big these pork schnitzels are. Shrimp tempura tacos. This looks good, but I've seen this in the US. There's Greek salad with feta, chicken salad, cocktail shrimp, Caesar salad looks like. Wow, this is a lot of stuff I got. I'm really excited for this. Beef birria burrito bowls. Let's see what else looks good. Ooh, lobster ravioli. I mean, that's probably in Costco in the US, but that looks really good. You know what? Actually, I think I've seen this before, but check this out. Look at this lobster big. Okay, this is made in Canada. Let's give this a try. There's actually a lot of these soups, stews in a bag. Alfredo sauce here. This is clam chowder. If the clams in this clam chowder are as big as the one they show in this photo, this is gonna be good. Okay, this pizza looks crazy. Hand stretched, stone baked. Wow. You know what? This looks really, really good. Whoa, giant bags of king crab. Oh, that's good. This is 44. Not too bad of a price. Oh man, what? There's a whole lamb in here. Wow, 35 pounds. Holy moly. I don't know how much this is. Well, if you ever want to roast a whole lamb, come to Costco. Okay, this looks good. There is chicken bites wrapped in bacon and scallops wrapped in bacon. This is also a Canada product. Great, let's try this. Whole tabagi. Oh, jars of tikka masala sauce and butter chicken. Ooh, okay. I haven't seen this before. Curry udon. Let's get this. Okay, this looks good. Hot smoked maple glazed lentil salmon nugget made in Canada. Perfect. Whoa. Whole fish at a Costco. I have never seen, whole entire salmon as well. I don't think I've ever seen this in the US Costco's. More king crab. Dungeness. I think I found some good stuff today. Now, let's check out the food court. So food court, what looks different is the French fries, the chicken strips, and there it is, poutine. Let's get that. Also, I just wanna say, hot dog here is $1.50. That's Canadians. In the US, it's also $1.50. So the hot dog is cheaper in Canada. Pretty good price for the poutine too. The inside food court was so full of people. I found this little seating area outside. By the way, for $5, this is a hefty portion of poutine. Absolutely loaded. At least a pound. Oh, this actually looks really good. Oh, they loaded this thing. Tons of crispy fries, cheese curds, gravy. Like so much cheese. Oh my God, this is such a good deal. $5 Canadian. This thing is piping hot too. It's awesome. It's delicious. The fries soaked in gravy. Some pieces are still crispy. The gravy is rich and thick and flavorful. Cheese curds, not that squeaky, but still delicious. This is good poutine. Yeah, at least a pound. I say a pound and a half. The value is unbelievable. All right, gotta eat before this gets cold. See you for dinner. All right, dinner time. First thing I'm cooking, these curry udon noodles. And to cook this, I'm gonna use this. And that brings us to the sponsor of this video, Itaki. So Itaki makes these really cool and adorable portable lunch boxes. And this is their portable electric lunch box. Comes in 4 different colors. And this is their shibuki portable pot. And these two do different things. The portable electric lunch box, you can take this anywhere that has an outlet. And it cooks your meal, reheats your leftovers. And it's perfect because when you open it up, you can use the top tray for your rice. For the steamed rice, I use the measuring cup they give me. You basically want to do 1 to 1. I'm gonna add about 4 of these little cups of rice. So what I do is put the hot pot ingredients on the bottom, my rice on top, and then I'm gonna add 4 of these little cups of water. Flip a switch where I can turn on the timer, and in 30 minutes, I got my hot pot and a bowl of freshly steamed rice. You can make dishes like stews, curries. The pot could be for your leftovers. It's incredibly portable. So if you usually take a lunchbox to the office, to school, wherever you're going, plug it into an outlet when you're ready to eat, and you got hot lunch. This is also really helpful when you're traveling a lot, especially when you're staying at a hotel that has no microwave, no stove. So last time I went on a trip, I took this with me, and it was great to heat up some leftovers with. With the shibuki pot, you can sear, stir fry. I've used this to make ramen, soup, stews, and tonight, I'm gonna use it to cook the curry udon. All right, let's get to this udon. So when you open this up, there's 9 packs of noodles paired up with dry flakes and curry sauce seasoning. So with this thing, high heat is used for searing, stir frying. Low heat is used for keeping food warm. And to jazz up the curry a little bit, did you guys know Costco sold hot pot beef? Canadian beef chuck roast. And it doesn't look too bad. Good amount of marbling and fat on this. Let's add some of that. So plug my pot in, turn it on high, drizzle of olive oil, wait for that to heat up, toss in some of the beef. Stir that around a little bit. Yeah, this thing cooks fast. Next, add in the water, the flakes, the curry. Finally, the noodles. Cover that up and let it cook. So this thing calls for about 2.5 minutes in the microwave. I cooked this for about 90 seconds. The curry sauce now looks really rich and thick. The beef, I stir fried a little bit in the beginning just because it was frozen and I couldn't really add enough water to fully boil it. Let's try this. First, I'm gonna try the beef. This is awesome. First of all, the beef is incredible. Wow, so tender. Nice and fatty slices of chuck. This would be really good hot pot meat and it goes perfect with the curry. And from what I can tell, just from a couple slices of the beef I had, this is really good curry. This noodle's awesome. Wow, hang on. Come here and take a bow. These are really good curry noodles. So what I did was I added a little less water than I recommended because I wanted the curry sauce to be nice and thick, and it is. It's so good. The noodles, it's not gonna taste like what you get from a freshly made udon restaurant, but it's nice and bouncy and thick, and the flavor has definitely penetrated through these noodles. The curry is excellent. It's rich, it's smoky, it's got a bit of heat. And I'm telling you guys, if you do wind up getting these noodles, 100% pair it up with these thin slices of beef. This is absolutely phenomenal. So the curry itself, it's got these little dehydrated pieces in here, like a little bit of carrots, scallions. I think there's some little dehydrated pieces of gluten in here. But man, having this nice rich curry covering the beef in the noodles. Oh my God. Completely infused both with so much delicious, fragrant flavor. Of course, big shout out to the shibuki pot. Whenever I cook instant noodles, this is what I use. So much better than just cooking in a microwave. The beef is perfect, the noodles perfect, phenomenal. Get yourself a portable lunchbox or a shibuki pot. I'll put the link down below for you. I actually bought like 2 more of these. Well, 1 more of the shibuki pot and 1 more of the portable lunchbox to give away during the holidays. Really comes in handy. That really might just be the best instant curry noodle I think I've ever tried. Definitely the best from Costco for sure. All right, next up, Let's try the shepherd's pie.
A few moments later.
Shepherd's pie is done, and this took about 40 minutes to cook. Looks like tons of ground beef, peas, corn. This shepherd's pie, it's meaty. Love the mashed potatoes, but doesn't shepherd's pie usually have tomato paste? Right now, this thing is just savory. I mean, you get the popping sweet corn and the peas and all that, but it's definitely missing the tangy, vinegary element of the tomato sauce. So the name of this, they call this shepherd's pie or pie chinois, which is a French-Canadian dish that's pretty much their version of shepherd's pie, but I think even that has some sort of vinegar. It should, but this really doesn't have any vinegary element to it. It's just meat and light gravy and corn and peas. This thing definitely needs something. I'm gonna try adding some ketchup. I think that's a lot better. It really needs a tangy element to this. Otherwise, it's just way too rich. The flavor is way too one-dimensional. Yeah. Night and day with ketchup. I mean, the good thing, it is very, very meaty. I do like the popping corn and the peas with ketchup. So much better. I go a step further and add some Tabasco. Why not? Not too shabby. I'm really sorry if I'm desecrating a traditional French Canadian dish, but I really feel like it needs some tanginess to it. Ketchup is the main thing it needed. Oh, this tastes so good now with some ketchup. I love shepherd's pie. It's always one of my favorite things. I order this all the time. It's one of those dishes, if I see it on the menu, I'm getting it. That's so nice. All right, since this took about 40 minutes to cook, it's getting a little late. So this is gonna be my last Costco dish of the night, and it is hefty. So this is definitely a good sized dinner. Rest of the stuff, I'll cook it tomorrow. See you then. Good morning, a lot of stuff to cook today. For breakfast, start with a meat lasagna. Wow, the lasagna came out nice and toasty. This looks really, really, really good. Beautiful, toasty layer of cheese on top. It looks good, but then this whole thing just kind of fell apart into a gooey mess. It's delicious. I mean, this thing is very, very saucy. Tons of sauce, tons of cheese, tons of meat. I mean, it looks a little messy, but this is awesome. The sauce is nice and tangy. The pasta is good, little bits of crunchy onions in here. And just loads of cheese and meat. That I really like. I mean, this thing was standing for about 5 to 10 minutes, still looks like a casserole, but if taste is the only thing that matters to you, this is king. I mean, they loaded this lasagna. The sauce is so lovely. Tangy with a little peppery kick. This is awesome breakfast. Lasagna for breakfast. Why not? Next up, oh my gosh, this thing smells so good. Mosquite chicken wings. Not even cooked yet, and they smell so good. These are some spiced up wings. These look good, they smell good. Piping hot out of the oven. Oh, these are amazing. 5 stars. The only chicken better than this from Costco is the crispy fried chicken I had in Taipei. That's it. And this is not even all that far off from that. This is so delicious. I think they should cook these in the stores and sell these right alongside of their roast chicken. And the smell of this is filling up the store. They'll never be able to keep this on the shelf. I can't stop eating them. I really can't. These wings are spiced to absolute perfection. perfection. I can legitimately say this is some of the best wings I've ever had in my life, including at restaurants, bars, wherever. It's spicy, it's smoky, it's got all this great aroma coming in from all the... As I'm talking, I'm salivating for these wings. Anyway, as I was saying, it's got all these herbs creating this irresistible aroma so that every time you take a bite of these wings, your mouth is not only just filled with that juicy, tender chicken, and believe me, it is juicy and tender. You also got this amazing aroma, smoky aroma that just goes everywhere. I mean, these things already taste so ridiculous coming out of the oven. They're probably even better grilled. I'm so upset you can't get these in the US. A+ item from Costco. Each one of these dishes takes a while to cook, which is kind of nice because by the time the next one is done, I'm hungry again. Enchiladas ready. Woohoo! Oh, this looks good. Smells really good. You smell that corn tortilla for sure. Wow. Oh my gosh, this looks so amazing. Smells incredible. Right away, like I said, you smell the corn tortilla. It's toasty cheese on the outside, a little bit of burnt scallions. Inside, you can see the shallots, the tomatoes, the peppers, and it's absolutely stuffed with cheese and chicken. It's so good. So these are salsa verde enchiladas. Wow, these are some bold, bright flavors in here. Every bite, you definitely taste that salsa verde. The peppers are spicy, it's smoky. I mean, it is really spicy. Tons of chicken and rich cheese just balanced out by all the peppers that's in here. This thing is loaded with peppers. It's acidy, it's smoky. You can taste the cumin in here as well. I actually really like the taste of these toasted scallions. It just adds even more smoky flavor to this dish with just a touch of crunchy sweetness. The corn tortilla is so good too. There's bits of corn kernels in here as well, but the corn tortilla has such a pleasant, subtly sweet flavor. This thing just pure fireworks every single bite. Your taste buds 100% lit up. This does not taste like something from Costco. Yeah, this is another winner right here. Phenomenal enchiladas. Next, take a little break with some soup. This is the lobster bisque that came from a restaurant, a steakhouse, I think, called The Kick. I've never been there before. I ate a lot of this lobster bisque just to make sure I gave it a fair shot. I feel like right now, after eating almost a whole bowl, I wouldn't trust myself to get behind the wheel of my car. There is a lot of alcohol in this. I mean, the alcohol flavor really dilutes any of the lobster taste that's in this. It's rich and creamy. There's definitely a lot of herbs and spices in here, but all I really taste is the alcohol. I mean, you do get a little bit of the lobster flavor, and there's little finely minced bits of, I think, lobster meat in here, but it tastes more like alcoholic, creamy tomato soup. Kind of sad I still have another bag of this. Yeah, do not recommend. Well, let's hope the second soup of the day goes a little better. This is from Anne's Table. And I got this because you could clearly see all the ginormous clams on this photo, so hope it's accurate. Whoa, there is a lot of clams in here, like ginormous clams in here. This thing is really, really thick. I didn't heat up that much because I was kind of traumatized from the lobster bisque incident, but this looks like a good bowl of clam chowder. You can see the potatoes, you can definitely see the clams. So, the good news, there's a ton of clams in here. The bad news, they all taste like rubber. Like, not just rubber, like burnt rubber. Little bitter, super tough to chew, which is such a shame. I mean, this had a lot of potential. There were a ton of clams in here. None of them tender though. Otherwise, this is a delicious bowl of chowder. The flavor is phenomenal. This chowder actually tastes like clams. The potato is good. The use of seasoning, spices, everything is perfect. It's nice and creamy and rich and thick. But yeah, these clams, which of course the most important part of clam chowder, not even really edible. It did actually look like the photo, which I was really happy about. Guess it's not my soup day. All right, I think that does it for breakfast and lunch. See you guys for dinner. All right, dinner time. I just got a few more dishes left. This is a behemoth. This is at least 5 pounds of schnitzel, potatoes, sauerkraut, and gravy. But it looks really, really good. So you could cook this a multitude of ways. You could put it in the oven. You could put it in the air fryer. I'm gonna put the schnitzel and the potatoes in the air fryer. I'm gonna heat up the gravy and just eat the sauerkraut cold. And I have had schnitzel maybe like once or twice in my life. This is not something I eat a lot of, but I'm so excited for this. This is a ginormous schnitzel. It came out of the air fryer nice and crispy. The potatoes look good. There's a package of mushroom gravy that I just added on this. Again, I haven't had a lot of these before. I like it. The pork is tender. The crust on the outside is golden brown. It's extremely crispy. When you bite down onto it, it's light, it's crunchy. It contrasts perfectly with the tender pork. The sauce I really like. It's a really nice and earthy mushroom sauce, and it's very vinegary and mustardy as well. And that does so much to cut through the richness. Oh, I totally forgot about the sauerkrauts. Also the lemon wedges. So the sauerkrauts you can heat up or you can just eat it cold. I'm just gonna eat this cold. Grab a lemon wedge, squeeze some citrus onto the schnitzel, add some sauerkraut to the party. No. Even better. That sauce is absolutely tremendous. With the addition of the lemon juice and the sauerkraut, completely negates the richness of the pork cutlet. Wow. Potatoes are really good too. It's seasoned well, nice and toasty on the outside. I mean, this thing, 34 Canadian dollars, so maybe like 25 US. You can get 4 solid meals out of this. I've only been to Germany once in my life. All I had was a sausage and some KFC, so never even tried a schnitzel in Germany. I mean, it's a delicious tender pork cutlet with a crunchy outer shell. I mean, this is literally a meat and potato dish right here. I like it. Last 2 hot dishes. This is also a hefty portion of food. This is a beef birria burrito bowl, and it comes with salsa, sour cream, cheese, beef, rice, guacamole, lime, and then I got this. This is a pack of beef bulgogi, and both of these you cook on a pan, so might be good to eat them together. Birria beef bowl. There's birria beef, some pico de gallo, some sour cream, guacamole. Overall, not bad. Beef is good, rice is tasty. I like all the different textures in here, from the crunchy onions to the creamy avocados, to the very nice texture of the beans. Guac is good, sour cream is good. It's not exceptional, but it's not bad. I think I made a good call eating this with the beef bulgogi. Try this. Oh, wow. That is really, really sweet. Wow, very sweet, but insanely tender. If they just cut down on the sweetness a little bit, this would be freaking amazing. You know what? Take some of the bulgogi, add it to my burrito bowl, because this bowl is definitely not sweet. More citrusy than anything else. Let's try that. It works very, very well. The sweetness of the bulgogi is completely balanced out by all the savory, citrusy flavors inside the burrito bowl. And that tender beef is a really nice addition to this bowl as well. I think if you do get this bulgogi, try to eat it with something else that's not sweet at all. Maybe a rice dish or a wrap or something to kind of balance out the sugar level a little bit. Unless you like it really sweet, then it's perfect. I think this would be really good to cook over a grill, so all that sugar can caramelize, gives it a nice sear on the outside, because this thing is really tender as can be. One last food item We call this a dessert. Hot smoked maple glazed Atlantic salmon nuggets. Ooh, smells really, really good. Like one sniff of this, trust me, you will be salivating. Look at this beautiful orange smoked piece of salmon. Wow. You smell the maple flavor right away. It's so smoky. It smells like an autumn bonfire. This is freaking incredible. You barely need to chew that. That thing absolutely melts in your mouth, just leaving behind a sweet, mapley, smoky flavor. It is not overly sweet at all. The pieces of salmon, some chewier than others depending on what part of the fish you got. The first piece I had was nice and fatty, really, really tender. This piece, a little more lean, a bit more of a salmon jerky flavor. Calling this dessert, I was just kidding, but not far off. I mean, this is pure salmon candy right here. That's incredible. This I'm really excited about. This is a sourdough 72-hour fermented, really spicy Diavolo pizza. The dough is hand stretched, stone baked. This could be really good. Okay, this pizza is absolutely loaded. So there's Italian sausage, mozzarella, olives, red peppers, chilies. It's really, really toasty. Oh my gosh. I just got a little bit of the sauce. I think this is gonna be a spicy pizza. Oh yeah, it's a spicy pizza and it is absolute fireworks. This is incredible. First of all, this thing, very, very meaty. It's saucy. I love the smokiness of the red peppers. I don't usually like olives on pizza. I like it here. And of course, I love that blast of heat. The crust is nice as well. Solid chew, nice and toasty on the edges. Oh yeah. This sauce is really good too. A little tangy, not too much. Really nicely paired with the sausage and crust. This is a very, very solid pizza. Next up, I cooked up some of these scallops wrapped in bacon. Came out a little less toasty. Personally, I wish the bacon came out a little more crisp. I guess you could always throw these back on the pan for a little bit. They're so good. Wow, the scallops, perfect. Really sweet and juicy. The bacon, like I said, I think it'd be better if it was crispier, but it's nice and fatty. It's smoky, it's tender. It's like the perfect savory and sweet. This is way better than I thought it would be. It was the greatest thing. Love that. A little late night snack. I fried some of these chicken wings inside the air fryer to see how they would taste. A little burnt. Ooh. Oh, these came out really, really well in the air fryer. Nice and crispy skin in my case, maybe 3 minutes too crispy. Still, the chicken inside, juicy and delicious. And of course, it retains all that yummy seasoning. I think this and the bag of smoked salmon candy, my top 2 items from this Canada Costco trip. Oh, and the poutine. That was some amazing poutine for such a good price. Anyway, it's always fun going to a Costco in a different country. Totally skipped my mind that I'd never been to Costco in Canada yet. Glad I did. I mean, it was probably the most crowded Costco, at least Costco parking lot I've ever been to. It was definitely a fun food experience. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Until we eat again. See you later.